EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the heart of Spain and the magnificent Santiago Bernabeu in the capital city of Madrid. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check off. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing is Ward. Pass caught by Fannin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the gun, here's Ward. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Washington. Jamar Chase, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
The score, Commanders 7, Dolphins 0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Commanders.
Let's go now.
On first down, it's Genty. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it as a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
There's Chris Olave. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Come on, come on.
On the zone read again to Genty. Powering forward. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of 21 yards. And
after 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Ward. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Jackson, option right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. The Dolphins at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 7. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Abdul Carter in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. Here's Monangai. We'll get this to about the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Jackson. He'll dump this off to Achane. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing is Jackson. Throw caught by Achane. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run, Monangai. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So they try to get it to the outside on 1st and goal. Nothing doing. Nothing was there.
Yeah, I think some teams want to stay with their bread and butter in these situations. If they like running that toss or that pitch, they want to go right to it. But I thought it was excellent defense, not allowing them to get upfield.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Alpha, sit on. Sit on. 180. Nice shot. 180. Nice shot.
Jackson, options out left. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
4th down, here's Jackson. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Okwuegbunam, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, oh, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ward. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
To Jefferson on the slant. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Matthew Golden with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14 to 7.
Commanders 7. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Ward. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got to
taking it right down Broadway.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Washington. Ashton Jeanty with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Pass caught. That's Gordon.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Up the middle, Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw
touchdown, Washington. Ricky Pearsall, 73 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Achin. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
That's a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to the ground, Achin. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now give the Corum on the zone read. Past the 20. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film. Wanting to know why he's not getting started.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. 2nd and goal from the 1. Corum is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Jackson going to keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Jackson now. He'll try and do this himself. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Butker now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That will tie the game, 28 all. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ready, go!
Once again, it's Genty. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for the force with Corum. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Blake Corum, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Commanders 35, Dolphins 28.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And now third down and 6 to go.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Jackson going to keep it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Overall, he's had a productive day throwing the football, but that time maybe trying to do a little too much, and it backfired with a pick 6.
In the old days, defensive coaches would have been beside themselves with all the yardage that had been piled up with him throwing the football. But in this age of football, what they care about most? Possession. And them taking it away, turning it into a pick 6, they don't worry about the yardage given up. They like the result that their defense gave them.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And a lead now up to 14.
Makes the score. Commanders 42, Dolphins 28. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
H.M. gets it from the gun.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Now Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Jackson going to keep it. That's to Kraft, the tight end.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tucker Kraft,
a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
Jackson to throw.
It's complete. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Here we go. Shot. 70 Timberwolves.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington,
they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.